What up, y'all? It's KP the Sports Chick. Let's get right to it. So, starting this weekend in Week 5 in the NFL, there's going to be a new potential fine for teams, not individuals, but teams who post unapproved videos to Facebook or Twitter. So, as the report goes on CBSSports.com, the NFL is cracking down on social media posts and tweets. So, starting this weekend, the NFL will fine teams that post unapproved videos to their official social media accounts during games. So by videos, they mean anything that's moving. That's the quote, anything that's moving. So that can mean GIFs as well. So the first offense garners a $25,000 fine, the second $50,000 fine. Any violation after the second offense can be up to $100,000, as well as the loss of rights to post league-controlled content, which could be game footage, which is crazy. So the league says that they consider this video to be, like I said, anything that moves. So that means videos, GIFs, cannot be posted without the express written consent of the NFL, apparently. And so there are sources from a couple teams that say that they feel that the new policy is meant to limit the creativity of what teams can do online during games in order to drive attention to their official NFL accounts, as opposed to social accounts operated by franchises. So, for example, on Twitter, the memo says video may not be posted from kickoff to 60 minutes after the game is over by teams. The exception is club reposts or reposts of league video, meaning the NFL films. The league also said that the new guidelines are not to be distributed externally to any third parties, including but not limited to our social media partners, aka Facebook and Twitter. So that means not only are you going to limit your team's exposure on these social media sites, but you can't tell them that you're going to be limiting this activity. Who sat down and came up with this idea? The NFL is getting crazy, stringent, strict, no fun, crazy. I think a lot of what makes the NFL special, other than the play, the camaraderie, how it brings people together, is the individuality in some of the stars. Now, if you don't want to be a standout and you just want to play the game, fine. But there are people who embrace the celebrity, embrace being different. That could manifest in different shoes, what you wear during warm-ups, things like that. Those are the only things that you can really play around with, and now they're taking that away. And now they're even going a step further and taking away teams' rights to promote themselves by video or GIF, unless the NFL says it's okay. Crazy to me. The next step, obviously, is to start regulating individual players' accounts altogether. And I feel like at some point it's going to get to the point where they say that they have the right to tell you can take your social media sites down or your social media pages down as an individual if you violate their rules. I feel like it's getting to that point. And I think it's ridiculous. It's a huge, it's not invasion of privacy, but it's just like, to me, in my opinion, why? People, now, football players say stupid stuff sometimes, okay? Sometimes they accidentally post what are supposed to be direct messages for the public to see. Those are very few and far between circumstances, and they are the exception to the rule. But I digress about it. It can only create more reasons to fine people for stuff in the future, because this rule right now is way too broad. So that means that there's going to be critiques and trial and error and learning by going. So that means this is not the end of this. This is just the beginning, and this is going to, trust me, by the next year, the rules will be tighter. It'll be even more strict than it is now. And I'm like, what? When I know the ratings are down in the NFL this year, but when did we start needing money like that to where we're doing these ticky tack things? Because like I said earlier in a previous post that I'm getting reminders from Bleacher Report on my phone like 6 times a day. Oh, for players who are getting fined, yeah, for the hits, I get that. But when you're talking about this guy held football as a prop for his celebration, or Antonio Brown twerked a little bit and it was too sexually suggestive, I'm like, you gotta pick your fights. I feel like those don't warrant $10,000 fines or $4,000 fines just to twerk. Like, that's ridiculous. And you can thank Roger Goodell and possibly the NFLPA for all this. But what do you think? I don't. Again, it's ridiculous to me that you want to limit the social media hub of an NFL team when it brings attention to your league, which therefore brings in dollars. It doesn't make sense. How somebody make it clear to me. You hit me up on KP the Sports Chick on YouTube. You can leave comments there. You can also go to kpthesportschick.com. That's my hub for everything KP the Sports Chick related, including all my social media links. So I look forward to hearing from you.